Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn, and we're having another go at the hard mode on a different map. We've gone for the waterfalls map. I think it's one of the beginner maps, but that's okay, we're technically a beginner at hard mode, as ably displayed in our last try. So, we're going to call this one Taiktu. We will pause immediately. Let's have a look at the map. What have we got? Okay, so river flows off that way. Have I played this map? I honestly can't remember if I've played this map or not. Anyway, yeah, so we've got the river that comes through here. It flows in from up here. We've got our water sources. That's quite a few water sources. That's pretty good. It's going to be a pain during the bad tide, but that's okay. It looks, yeah, once we get up here, we should in theory be able to dam across there, or floodgate across there, and divert the bad tide off this way and straight off the map there. That's okay. Over here, what have we got? Oh, we got barriers there and bad tide coming in. Right. And that's coming in from two bad tide sources by the looks of it up here. Okay. That'll be easy enough to divert. We can just, again, once we get dynamite, we can just divert across there and dam this up. In fact, if we levy that and dam across that way, we'll have a little store of bad water, won't we? That's not a terrible idea. In the meantime, that's not going to bother us too much, I don't think. No. Okay, so what is our first order of business? Well, we want wood, we want food, we want water, and we want to dam this. Ideally. Then we're going to want housing and all that sort of stuff. Right. Okay, so what have we got? Let's bring a path along there like that. And we'll bring a path... let's bring a path down there. And then... out across that way. We can put ourselves in a water pump or two, just there. We'll put ourselves in a gatherer's flag there. And we'll put ourselves in a lumberjack there. And there is fine. Okay, and we will mark... Oh, yeah, all of these. There we go. And all of these for cutting. Okay, that bad water does contaminate the land back here. So even if we can irrigate up here, we're not going to want to grow along there. We're not going to be able to grow along there until we deal with that. But that's okay. That's only a tiny little bit of that land. We've still got quite a lot more. And in fact... if we destroy this and replace this with a dam up here, or a floodgate ideally, we can keep fresh water in there during the bad tides. Okay, right, let's play on. How many have we? We're 8 adult beavers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put one of them into there. That will leave us plenty of beavers to fill all the workspaces. Right. I'll spin on until all this building work is done. There we go. Start of day 2. We have all of our building work complete. So I want to get... where are we? Landscaping. I want to get a dam in across here. Not really a great place to put it, is there? Let's put it across there like that. Hopefully that shouldn't disturb the flow too much. And bring the path in like that and across. Okay, that's obviously going to cause us problems during the bad tide. We need that done as a priority, I think. But whilst they're doing that, they can also work on... Where are we? We'll start with 3 water storage tanks. There we go. So they'll have that to work on whilst this is being worked on. Okay, I'll spin on for... I mean, we're probably going to get the drought warning in the next couple of days, so I'll spin on until we get that. Okay, day 4, and there is the drought warning. Okay, we've got 3 of our dam pieces in. That's not a huge amount, obviously. It's not ideal. We've got 1 of our water tanks in. That got put in. I've put in another lumberjack flag over here. We have 1 unemployed beaver, so I'm going to pop them in there for the moment. We really do need this completed. How are we doing? 4 more logs. We've got 2 on the way here. Okay. We might get this done. We probably won't. But I'll spin on until the drought starts. In other news, we've got some water stored. We've got some food stored and still a fair amount left to harvest. We do want storage and we do want a farmhouse. But we do need housing for our beavers as well. But this is most important to get done, ideally before the drought. But whether we will or not is a gamble. We'll try. Okay, day 7. There's the drought just starting. It's going to be 6 days. We only have literally the building work to complete on this last dam section. And we have a beaver coming in to do it now by the looks of it. Which means we should have a relatively decent amount of water stored up in here for the drought period, which is nice. Okay, all of our children are grown up. We have 2 unemployed beavers. I think we're going to need to put in some storage and some housing. So first of all, let's pop in some storage there and there. I'm going to bring the path up like that. Because then we can put stairs and platforms in to increase the height of that and save space. Okay, we're also going to want housing. So, well, first of all, you can store berries. You can store carrots. I'm going to pop in a farmhouse there. I'm going to... No, we want crops. There we are. Plant carrots. Basically, all of that is going to be carrots. I think that should do. And then we're going to want housing, but I'll wait until this is built before I put the housing in. Okay, our farmhouse is in and they have started planting. It's fully staffed. I have currently shut this 1 water pump down. We have 116 in storage, so our storage is full, and we still have 1 to keep that topped up, so we should be okay for water. Food, maybe not so much. We have a couple of bushes left that are being harvested there, and then this gatherer is going to be useless. But we do have more bushes over here, so I'm going to pop in a path down there, and we'll stick another gatherer hut down there for when this one is out of goods to harvest. Okay, next we want housing, and I think sticking the housing up in this corner is probably a decent enough idea. Unless I want to come out this way and keep it closer to the district centre. No, let's do that. Let's put it this side. Okay. We'll spin it round and we'll keep them off the main path by 1 tile. We need at least 5 houses, which is upsetting because that's in the way there. Okay. In which case, we'll stick 1 on the back there. So we'll bring the paths around like so. And in fact, what I'm going to do is delete that one. I'm going to delete that path. I'm going to select the lodge again, and I'm going to flip it. There we go. So the doorway is on the other side. There we go. Because then I can put houses on top and just have steps up in the gaps, rather than having steps and platforms. That will save us resources. And thank you to whoever it was that reminded me that I could do that. I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but I will put it up in a caption. Thank you very much. Okay, I will spin on, I think. We've got just that little bit of building work to do. Don't have a huge amount of logs. In fact, we can pause that one, definitely. And then we're going to need an inventor's hut. So let's get that set up as well. And I'm going to put that right there, right on the back of the district centre. Because someone else mentioned that my buildings were far too far apart. So I'm going to try and be a bit more conscientious about where I place buildings in relation to the district centre to make our pathing a bit more efficient. Right, day 9. What's that? 4 days left of the drought, basically. Our happiness is level 3 because some of our beavers have a roof over their head. The state of our food is not good. We have no berries over here left to pick, so let's pause that gather a flag for the moment. We are picking these over here, but getting through them quite quickly. Carrots-wise, yeah, we've got a couple of days before they come in. Oh, we need a... Where are we? We need a grinder. There we are, a grindstone. We'll pop that... Might as well pop that there between the two lumberjack flags. Obviously, our inventor isn't in, and the last... Oh, we've got another house in. We've got one more house to go in. And then we'll be having our inventor's hut start up. Hopefully, we should start getting some children being born now, or once this house is completed. Let's get someone to come over there and construct that, can we? Right. I'll spin on till the end of the drought. We'll see how we do. Right, day 12. We are out of food, but our carrots have literally just started to come to harvest. So we're probably going to be okay for food. Water-wise, we're okay. And as long as we don't drain all of this before our carrots are planted, we'll be fine. Oh, we do have one more bush that's just popped into life there. None of these have grown back yet. So yeah, that was touch and go for a moment there, but I think we're going to be okay. In fact, let's prioritize harvesting on these, just so we can get at least enough food in for the end of the day, so that nobody goes hungry. Yeah, we are running out of trees to cut down. We have a few sort of regrowing over here. We're going to need a forester, which means we're going to need a lumber camp. We have had some births, by the way. We have no more spare housing, but we do have 3 children waiting to grow up. So we are going to need more housing. Yeah, logs-wise, we can afford it. I do want to put in some log storage. I think we're going to put our forester over here. So let's put our log storage over here as well. And we can't build on top of these with the folktales, so I might as well just put it straight on there. Okay. Yeah, we are bringing food in. Right. I'll spin on until the morning, which will be the end of the drought. Okay, there we go. End of the drought. The water should start to return. Should start to return. Any second now, I'm sure it'll be returning. Oh, I can see it there. There we go. Come on. There we are. There we go. Right, so that's returning. We've still got some down here, so we're okay there. We've somehow managed to reach a well-being level of 5. Your guess is as good as mine. Our log storage is in, so let's get ourselves some more housing. Someone did mention that we kind of grew too quickly last time, so I want to be a bit more mindful of that. But we do have 3 children, so we do need more housing. Okay. Whoops. Thank you, autosave. Our research is building up. We have 40. So yeah, we want a forester, but as I say, for that we need planks, which means we're going to need to put in a lumber mill, which means we're going to need to put in power. I remembered this time. So, we don't have any spare workers at the moment, but let's pop in a power wheel there, and we'll pop in our lumber mill just there. There we go. So obviously we don't have anyone that we can put in there to work. We do have a couple of people in there, so I could spare those, but I'll leave that for the moment. But as I say, we have 3 children. They'll grow up eventually. Let's see if I can find... Are you a child? Come here. Come here. Wardwag. Age 4. You're... I don't know. I have no idea. You don't look like an adult. You look like a child. So maybe you're halfway to adulthood. Is that how that works? Let's have a look at an adult. Yes. Okay. So Wardwag is halfway to being an adult. That's good. You are still collecting berries. These berry bushes seem to replenish far quicker than these ones, because these ones haven't still. Because this one's been off, so nobody's been picking these. So, I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, the water is returning. This level is rising. So, I will let the harvesting commence. I will let this get built. And we'll wait until the younglings grow up and are able to come and work in here. Right. Coming to the end of day 4. I'm expecting the next warning any day now, probably in the morning, in fact. I've taken 2 workers out of the district centre so that we can get some planks produced. We have nearly 100 science points. We had a death and Wardwag grew up. We do have these berry bushes coming back over here, so let's pause you and swap you over onto there. We've got another lot of carrots coming in, which is nice. We've got plenty of food at the moment. Water-wise, we're doing okay. Oh, we've just had another beaver grow up. So let's unlock this. Let's open up this water pump as well, so we get a bit more water stored up for the drought. And in fact, yes. Let's see if we can get some more storage set up before the drought hits as well. So we have a bit more of a buffer for the drought. Because I think the first few on any map are locked to drought, so we're not going to get a bad tide just yet. Oh, and I did put in a dam over here and took out that barrier, so we've got a bit more hydration up this way. How that's going to do in terms of flooding and the bad tide and all of that, I don't know just yet, but we shall see. I'll probably want to replace that with a floodgate once we've got them. But I'll spin on probably until the morning, but I'll spin on until the start of, or until the drought warning. I was wrong. We had a day's grace. Day 6, we've just got the drought warning, so that's not too bad. So that'll be day 9. I mean, it could be quite a brutal drought for this stage, but we've got plenty of food. 2 of our new water storage tanks are in. They need filling up, obviously. We do have a spare beaver, so I'm wondering if it's worth putting in another water pump. Probably is, isn't it? Let's put in another water pump. And we'll prioritise that mildly. Yeah, so food-wise we're alright. Water-wise we are going to be okay. I don't know what to do. Because the impulse is to get as much done as possible before the drought, but in fact, taking it a bit more slowly and letting things bed in a little bit is probably the smarter way to do it, isn't it? What I will do, though, is I'm going to pause that lumberjack flag just there. And I'm going to build one over here. And I'm going to cut down all of these trees here. That'll give us a big boost. There's some oak in here, so we'll get 8 logs per tree for that. That'll give us a boost to our wood stores. Planks, we've got a few. Let's have a look. Forester, you need... Oh, you only need 7 planks. We'll be able to build you. Yeah, go on. Let's unlock the Forester. I'm going to put the Forester over here. Yes. And we will plant up... maple is probably the best, isn't it? Takes a long time to grow, though. No, let's go chestnut. Let's take the middle ground. I'll leave a gap there, but I'm going to plant up all of this space here. And I'll bring that path along, like so. And I'll bring a path... Come on. There we go. I'll bring a path down there as well to cut down on travel time. And obviously once this tree's cut down, I'll replace it with a chestnut. Okay. Okay. I'll spin on till the start of the drought. I'll see where we are. Here's the drought. 5 days. That should be absolutely no problem. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off 2 of these water pumps because we don't need them on. We have 197 water in the colony already, so that's fine. Food-wise, we have 340, so that's fine. Our forester is in and has started planting. That's going to take a while. We've made our way through the trees that were in this patch of land here. I've switched off the power wheel and the lumber mill for the moment. What I will do is I will add our spare beavers back into those spare workspaces for the moment. Right, we need more science. So, nope, science. There we go. I'm going to put in another inventor there. And I'll bring the path out like that, because I want to fill this space with more water storage. I always go to water rather than storage. So, a couple more water storage in there. There we go. We'll mildly prioritise the inventor. Because we don't really not really worried about the water storage at the moment. We're fine for water storage for this drought at least. But the reason I want more science is obviously because science is very important. And what I want to do, I've been having a look. What I want to do is unlock platforms, which are 100 science points, and the level 1 floodgate, which is 150 science points. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to platform... Let's use dams to illustrate. I'm going to platform there and there, up to that point there. I'll have to put in a platform there to start with, and then destroy these sections here, which isn't going to be ideal, but we are going to get some mixing during that stage, I suspect. It depends what the bad water pressure is like. It might be that the water from the flow here is strong enough to push it away without it mingling. So in which case we'll be okay. But we'll need to destroy those and put in floodgates across there. And then I want to bring platforms out across probably there. Let's get our dam out again. Maybe across there. Floodgates across there with platforms behind it. No, that's not going to work, is it? No, it's going to have to be up this way. Maybe I could come out like that. Yeah, maybe. come out like that, and then use our floodgates like that to direct the bad tide through there and through that bank of floodgates through that way. That's the plan anyway. I probably didn't explain that very well, but I'll do it better once we've got the science points to unlock what we need. So, okay, our science is in. Our first water tank is in. That's good. How are we doing on chestnuts? Okay, we're 7% done. That's terrible. That's going to take forever. But we still have a fair few trees over here that we can cut down, so we've got some wood available to us. Right. I'll spin on through the drought. I don't think there's going to be anything I'm doing during the drought that's going to change anything. It's just going to be waiting for those science points to build up, I think. And there's the end of that drought. Right, we also have just hit 250 science points, which is great. We don't have any unemployed beavers. We've just had a death, so we don't have anyone in that inventor. We're good for food. Let's turn our gatherers off for the moment. And we'll open up one of those to get a bit more water. And we've still got 150 water, nearly 500 food. We're doing fine for food. So, let's start moving out this way then. Let's unlock ourselves some platforms. We want to come out that way and that way. We'll bring paths out like so. And like so. Then we want to unlock the floodgate, 150. And we need to put those in there like... yeah, we'll put them in there like that. That's probably what we'll need to do. Hopefully this will have enough of a gap to get all of the bad tide out. We'll find out, but it will certainly help, I think. Okay, and then... yeah, this is going to be quite resource heavy, isn't it? Let's come down to... no, not that point. We'll come down to there and across like that. Ideally, we want levees, but... yeah, and then the platforms will bring... I guess out like that. Yeah, that's a lot of resources. And we might get some spill through that corner there. So we'll have to see. Well, what I'll do is I'll wait till we've got enough enough science points to buy the levies, which I think is 120, did I say? 120. And we'll put a levy in there. Assuming we can reach across that corner. We should be able to. Okay. And obviously once all this is built, we'll need to demolish those and replace that with another floodgate. Okay. I'll spin on. Okay, day 4, we've just got the next drought warning, and it is going to be a drought. Over here, we've got our first floodgate in. Our second one is... waiting for another plank. That's okay. We're not going to get this done before the drought, but that's fine. We don't need it done before the drought. We need it done before the bad tide, so that buys us a little extra time. We have one unemployed beaver at the moment. I've turned the next of our water pumps on, so we're going to build up a bit more of a stock of water, as you can see. Yeah, we're up to 100 science points, which is pretty good. Not enough to buy the levy, but still pretty good. When the water returned, we did have a little bit of flooding here, but it wasn't anything major. It was literally sort of a few tiles, and it drained away again pretty quickly. And it's been stable since then, so doesn't look like that's going to be a major problem. Touch wood. Everything else is going okay. Food-wise, we're still fine. We're pretty much maxed out on storage. So we could probably look to getting some more storage sooner rather than later. But we are short on logs, and they're all being turned into planks. So, yeah. I think we're about 40-odd%. Yeah, 40% done on the chestnut trees. So we've still got a couple of weeks before they're ready to go. Still got some trees down here to collect. I might put in another... Is it worth putting in another lumberjack down here? It probably is, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's chuck in a second lumberjack flag down here. This one has nothing to do. So we'll destroy that one. There we go. Which will free up another beaver. We already have steps here, so I could get these few trees in. I mean, it will be, what, 10 bits of wood, maybe? Something like that, but it will be something. Trying to see if there's any other... I mean, there's that, but we don't have stairs yet. And then it's just some dead trees all the way out here. There's no other steps there, are there? No, I can't get up onto this level until I've got steps. Is it worth... Is it worth putting in a small stand of pine as well? I mean, it can't not be worth it, surely. Let's just chuck in a small stand of pine there. That's going to take 9 days, so that'll be probably well after the drought, but still. I guess I'll spin on till the drought starts, and we'll see how bad it's going to be. There we go. 5 days should be a breeze, he says. Over here, as you can see, we've got these first set of floodgates completed, and the platforms laid in. We've started work on the second, but it's obviously taking a little while because we don't have a huge number of planks. So, I am putting in a second lumber mill and power wheel. We don't have any spare beavers currently. We do have 3 children. I am going to put in some more housing, because we are barely keeping up with the birth-death rate at the moment. So our population isn't growing, but we do need it to currently. So I am going to put in another house, so we will get a few more beavers spare. For the moment, let's pause these two. We have 250 water stored. That should be fine with this still pumping. 460 food. We're not getting around here to harvest all of this. So once we have a few more beavers, I think we need to put in another farmhouse down here set to planting. That's probably our best bet. But I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Survived the first 2 droughts, no problem at all, but then we did that on the other map. We've got a lot more space here to build. We've got a lot more space that can be used for farming and things like that than we had on the other map. If we can get this done and this works, we might be okay for the bad tide, because we'll have a little bit of water stored up here to keep things fertile, and we should in theory have plenty of food stored and plenty of water stored. So yeah, if this can get completed and this actually works to divert that bad tide, then we should be okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed it and you want to see more. Please check out the other videos on my channel. And please come back next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.